everyone, welcome to Cook with Brooke. Today is Mark's birthday, so I'm making him one of his all-time favorite things, a KFC-inspired version of fried chicken. Now the recipe is allegedly the original KFC recipe. The Chicago Tribune interviewed the Colonel Sanders' nephew in 2016. To the interview, he brought along a photo album. In that photo album was a piece of paper, 11 herbs and spices listed and their measurements. I don't really care if it's the original recipe or not. It's deep fried in oil, it's covered in 11 herbs and spices. I mean, what's not to love? We don't have a deep fryer. We're just gonna use a heavy bottom pot with tall sides. The ideal temperature for any deep frying is 375 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm just gonna use a regular roast temperature gauge. My approach to deep frying is very similar to my approach to cooking. I don't have a lot of equipment. I don't have a lot of gadgets. I make do with the stuff I have, which I think is a great approach to life in general. But I've talked enough, so let's start making some fried chicken. Step 1, you wanna make the buttermilk mixture marinade. You simply put 1 cup of buttermilk into a bowl, add in an egg, whisk that together, and put the chicken in the marinade. Let that sit for 5 to 10 minutes. Step 2, you're gonna make the seasoning. Put 2 cups of flour into a bowl. Then add in 2/3 of a tablespoon of salt, 1/2 tablespoon of thyme, 1/2 tablespoon of basil, 1/3 of a tablespoon of oregano, a tablespoon of celery salt, a tablespoon of black pepper, 1 tablespoon of dried mustard, 4 tablespoons of paprika, 2 tablespoons of garlic salt, 1 tablespoon of ground ginger, 3 tablespoons of white pepper. Apparently this is the secret ingredient. Mix together with a whisk, add the chicken in, coat the chicken, remove the chicken to a rack, and let rest for 20 minutes. Step 3, you wanna place a big heavy pot on your hob or stovetop on a medium-high heat. Add in the oil. I have a thermometer here, so I'm gonna use that to help me gauge the temperature. Then put the chicken in and let fry on one side for 10 minutes. And then flip it. When it appears to be dark golden in color, that's kind of when the chicken's ready. Keep in mind that when you take the chicken out of the oil and let it rest for 10 minutes, it's gonna continue to cook. That's called carryover cooking. Cook the chicken in batches. You want to turn the heat down to medium for the second batch, as the oil usually gets too hot, and what that will do is it will burn the outside of the chicken and it won't cook the inside evenly. Step 4, remove the chicken from the oil and lay to rest on a paper towel for about 10 minutes. And then dig in.
All right, let's try this KFC-style homemade fried chicken.
It's like dripping on the floor.
That is so good.
Thanks so much for watching. I hope you found this entertaining at least. If you have any questions or comments about this recipe, let me know in the comments below. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to get notified of every time I post a new video. Hope you guys have an amazing weekend.